Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Well, good morning for me. Good afternoon to you. I woke up about 3 o'clock today. Couldn't go back to sleep. So, around 5 o'clock, when I was not tired, I decided why not come out here, do some sunrise fishing. We got rain predicted at about 11 o'clock. It's cloudy out here, but that means perfect conditions for topwater. In today's video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about how I fish with poppers, because right about this time, they're a fantastic tool to catch big fish. Over the past month, I've gotten probably like 10 to 20 3-pound plus bass on poppers, and I don't think I would have caught them on anything else. Now, if you're uncertain, this is a popper. It's got a little cup-shaped mouth in the front, just so it can spit some water out when you're popping it. Like I said, time of year, I'm usually throwing these about May to early October. And what this does a great job of imitating is a small bait fish. And you'll get those hatches of bait fish that are swimming around like through the spring into the summer. You'll see a lot of the really small ones sitting up near the surface. Sometimes they don't have any clue what they're doing, and bass will take advantage of that. So if you throw something that's imitating them, you're gonna do pretty good. There's a fish. Come here, buddy. Pretty decent one. Looks to be like a 2. Gorgeous looking fish right there. Came right off those lily pads in front of me, and we got him in the boat. Now you can see what I'm doing when I'm fishing these. You can just kind of blind cast them. They work pretty good like that, but I found the most effective way to use these is to put them around these isolated lily pads or by the bank along those lily pads. If you can get it right along the edge and you pop it along, I'm usually finding that a very high percentage of the time, right there you go. Oh no, there go my pliers. Like I was saying, I usually find a very high percentage of the time fish will come out of the lily pads and just eat on that popper. Well, that's a bigger one. Ooh. Yep, that's a good one right there. See there, same exact patch of lily pads. This one's probably about a 3, pretty nice one right there. Set the hook on that fish and sent my flyers that were sitting in my life jacket flying into the water. So looks like I'm going to buy some more of those later. But like I was just saying, don't be afraid to cast at the same patch of lily pads that you just pulled the fish out of, because those two fish probably came about 5 yards away from each other. So don't be shy. But the way I'm working this thing is I'll just put it out there, let it hit the water, give it a pop, let it sit for a few seconds, give it another couple pops, and then gauging on what the fish want for that specific day. Maybe they want to look at it a bit longer before it moves, or maybe they want it chugging along. Sometimes if you let it sit there for like literally like 10 seconds, just let it sit there. Sometimes they'll come up to it after like 8 seconds, just come up, swat at the thing. Something about sitting your popper right above them, not moving it, just kind of drives them nuts. Don't know why, but gets them to eat, so I'm not complaining. Typically, I give it a pop, give it a second, give it 2 to 3 pops, give it a second, give another pop, repeat that whole cycle till it's all the way in. Another thing you can do is kind of just chug it along, almost like you're using a walking bait. You just kind of keep popping and reeling. They like that on days where they want something more reaction based. There's another fish. Oh, I think that might have been a pickerel. Got me off guard right there. Oh, it's a fish. Oh my God. How does he come off? Now I'll talk a little bit about hook sets after that miraculous hook set you just saw. Now you don't do anything special with poppers, but You do want to make sure they take it fully under the surface. Sometimes they'll come up and kind of swat at it and just like peck it up. And they do that because they think it's a fish. They're trying to injure it so that they can swat at it and then come and get their easy meal. So if you're setting it right away and not letting them take it under, you're gonna miss some fish. And sometimes they won't come back for it for a second time. So just want to make sure you get them on that first try. There's a pickerel behind it. Oh my God. That was sick. I just saw him coming behind it. Oh, I don't have my pliers. This is gonna suck. Oh, thank God. I can just see this thing falling behind it, doing circles around it. And eventually I gave it a pop and he liked it. So the conditions right now aren't really favoring a popper. Overcast, cloudy is perfect for top water, but it's a bit too windy. I'm gonna keep throwing it anyway, just because I'm trying to make a video on it. But what you really want is maybe like a small breeze or no wind at all. The thing that is good about poppers, if you do really want to throw them in the wind, is they push around a lot of water. They let the fish know they're there, so it's not too big of an issue, but it's just not my cup of tea. Oh! Well, like I said earlier, they'll eat these poppers in very weird ways. You kind of fish them however. It's not a bad one though. I'm just gonna let this guy go. Yeah, all right, see you later. If you're wondering exactly what popper this is, I believe it's a Rapala, like Pop R, something like that. I got it a long time ago and I never really used it until this year, but it's worked out very good for me. The only thing I don't like about this one is the hooks are like just the slightest bit like curved inward, and I feel like it misses some fish for me sometimes, but other than that, great bait. Well, that's about all I have to say for popper fishing. Pretty simple lure to fish, very effective lure to fish. Something you should definitely have in your tackle box. Doesn't take anything special to catch a lot of fish on these things. But thank you guys for watching today's video. I appreciate all of you who clicked, and all of you who stayed till the end, and I will see you on the next one.